guys, what it always is. Your boy mired in the... No, just kidding. It's your boy Mikey, coming to you live from the office location today. Everybody's out playing, so your boy's got some time alone to do a bit. Yay! Oh, hell, you boy, the shit king. I guess we could add that title to the Tater Log King. I'm getting $1,000 bill. Right, Cog? The back picture is especially pleasing. So, went on down to the Chevron today. Got my Mountain Biscuit. Had some ketchup on my hot dog, so you know it's all good. I put a little ketchup on the ketchup. So today, I'm doing a tag video. You see, my boy, literally my boy, the QUEEZEMANS, as you know, did a video on school and how bad it sucked. So he talked about how he didn't fit in. He talked about how kids would stand in the halls and get pissed when you try to get by them. He talked about all the abuse and crap he got and about how flawed the system is. So watch his video on that one. Then our boy, the Cog, all hail the Cog. He did a video on cognitive burnout on the very subject about what his high school experience was like. See, along with the QUEEZEMANS, the Cogman hated his high school experience. Now your boy is going to throw down his today. But first of all, you can go over and see Cog's vid as well. I encourage you to do that. It's fresh, it's real, it's lively. He tells you what it is. 80s style and Medley style. So you know your boy's digging on that. So, just so y'all know, me and the Cog are just a little tiny bit apart in age. So, we experienced the greatest decade in history. All hail the 80s. I love 80s music today. I love the movies. I loved it all. Ronald Reagan, God bless his soul. He was the man. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that freaking wall. I think that's kind of how it looked. I don't know if he had a shit suit on, but you know what I'm saying. Only your boy can rock this suit. So, my high school experience. First of all, y'all's gotta know that junior high sucked for your boy. About 8th grade is when I started developing all my mental conundrums. So from 8th grade through 9th grade, your boy was basically in hell. But high school for your boy was a lot better than the QUEEZEMANS and the Cog. You see, in my school we had several groups. As the Cog talked about, he was in the drama crew. We call them drama geeks. I played a little soccer, not so much in high school. Developed a little medical condition that could have killed me if I got kicked the wrong way. So, had to give that up. See, I had the benefit of having 2 older brothers in high school in front of me. When I was in 10th grade, my next oldest brother was in 11th grade, my next oldest brother was in 12th grade, so I got to know people through them. I didn't have to tough it out on my own. So I had a lot of friends from my 2 older brothers. That made it a little easier. Plus the fact that a lot of kids in my neighborhood went to my high school. I knew a lot of kids growing up. So I had a lot of friendships there. I had friendships from junior high. I made friendships in high school. It was pretty good. High school, like I said, way better than junior high for me. So anyway, the groups. So in my school, you had the jocks, You had the drama geeks, you had the Stonies, and you had the cowboys. And then you had everybody else. Your boy was located smack dab in the middle of everybody else. I was just another kid. I wasn't quite as funny as I am now. I didn't wear shit suits to school. I did get some crap in school, though. So, as I said with these different groups, there were halls associated with the group. The worst one was Cowboy Hall because those guys all looked mean in their shit kickers and they used to chew a lot. Wear their cowboy hat, you know. They looked mean, a lot of them. I was always afraid to go through Cowboy Hall. But the thing that sucked was my school was in an octagon, in a circle, and then classes on the outside and on the inside. So I had to go through Cowboy Hall. I had to go through Stony Hall. I had to go through Jock Hall. And I had to go through Drama Hall. Drama Hall wasn't a big deal. They all stuck to themselves. So, one time, when I was a sophomore, I must tell a sad story. So, as the QUEEZEMAN said, the halls were pretty jam-packed at his school. My school had about a third the size of students' population as his, but the halls still got congested. One day I was walking through the hall, and it was really tight. And from out of nowhere, out of the blue, this big old jock reaches over and goes boom right on my sternum. Now, if you've ever been hit in your sternum, you know what I'm talking about. It's instant fire and pain. Now, I'm sure this is something jocks did to each other, but I was not ready for it. And let's just say I cried for 3 hours after. It hurt so bad, felt like all my ribs were broken. I found out after this same chum was going around doing it to people all over the school. Wow, big man, dude. He was like 6'2", about 220, and he's going around the little 5'8", 100-pound sophomores and hitting them in the sternum and making them cry. Wow, you're a big man, bro. Congratulations. So, had a lot of good experiences as well. I'll tell you a sweet story. So I was a TA, a teacher's assistant for the copying teacher. He had other things he did, photography and such, but I was his TA for copying. So people would come, and yes, that's right, I'm old enough that teachers copied crap off from the central location for their classes. There wasn't a whole lot of computerization and all that crap you have today. I'll go over that in a minute. So anyway, I was a TA with one of my best buddies who was kind of a whack dude. And then the other guy was my major homie that played on the soccer team. He was way cool. Word up, Marky Mark. But this other guy, we'll call him Terrell for short. He was an interesting duck. I think he was probably a little autistic. So he hated because teachers would bring projects down, we'd get them done and take them to their classes. He always hated being in the copy room alone because he didn't know what the frick he was doing. So one day, Mark had to take off for soccer stuff, so it was me and the Carol in the room. And something needed to be delivered he didn't want to do. So I said, yo, Carol, I'm going to have to go and deliver this. You wait here. I'm sure nobody's going to show up. Because how it worked was there was a big old room with a bunch of copy machines. And there was a teacher's desk right by the door. So when a student or a teacher came down to have some copied, they would walk in. A couple of feet away would be the table. They'd wait there. We'd come over to get the stuff, ask them what they need copied. We'd go copy while they waited. And then we go give it to them, and off they go. So we'd either do it that way or take it to their room when it was done as they wanted done. So this particular time, Terrell was in the room alone. So I'm gone about 20 minutes. Probably did a little dinking around, before I went to the candy machine. I don't remember. So, funniest story ever. So I walk back in the door. There's a guy standing behind the table. I look into the room. There is no Terrell to be found anywhere. I said, yo, isn't there a guy in here? Check out this guy. He says, yeah, he's hiding behind that machine over there. I said, what the crap? I said, so how long you been waiting here? He said, oh, about 20 minutes. Oh, lordy, guys. I let Terrell have it. This guy was standing there for 20 minutes waiting for this guy to help him. All the while, the dude's cowering in fear behind a copy machine, but the guy knows he's there. So I went back to him and I said, yo, Terrell, get up, man. I said, what the crap? He said, I was afraid, Mikey. I said, well, frick, dude. The job wasn't even that hard. Go up to the table, be a man, get his stuff, at least try to copy it. Terrell. Oh, boy. So, anyway, one of the many fun experiences I had, a great experience I had, that the QUEEZEMAN, and I don't know if the COG had, but my senior year, I got to experience a little love. I had a girl that I'd known since elementary school, invites me to the sweetheart ball. My senior year, I thought, she's kind of fresh. Never really thought about her like that before. But let's check this out. So me and her went on our little date. We started dating more and more and more. Oh yes, we were making out within weeks. It was awesome. For the next 3 months, your boy was flying high love. Until the day I was supposed to go to a little benefit thing with her and her friend. And I was too anxious. So I buggered out of the house before she came to get me. And she saw me driving by, going the opposite way. That kind of ended that relationship. She basically said, yo, Mikey, you're not mature enough for this. Broke my little heart. It broke my heart. So that was Mikey's love life. I used to love to go to the frickin' dances at school. We called them stomps. They were a blast. I'd go meet my sweetie there. Or I would dance with other girls I'd do. I love the slow dance. You gotta hold on to a girl. Any other time you couldn't do it unless they were loving you. But at a slow dance, man, you gotta put your arm around them and hold them all in there tight. It was beautiful. Your boy in high school loved the ladies. He was just too afraid to ever talk to them. That was the problem until that girl in my senior year. So as far as the crazy stuff the COG, the QUEEZEMAN went through, I don't really recall that. I do remember COG mentioning computers. And I mentioned to him, when I was in high school, we used Apple II computers. I don't know if any of y'all remember those. They were the dinosaur of the computer age. You see, in my computer class, I learned how to insert a floppy disk into the drive. Write a few lines of text. Take that floppy disk out. Insert the hard disk into the other drive. Save your stuff there. Pull that hard disk out. Put your floppy disk back in. Write a couple more lines. Guys, this is how it rolled. I remember in high school, I had to write in cursive, and I had to learn how to use a freaking typewriter with correction fluid. And as advanced there was actually a little white tape things that would come up. And instead of having to use the fluid and dash out that letter number, it would push up the thing and blot it out manually, automatically. I thought that was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now y'all laugh at your boy. I bet you a lot of people watching this may not even freaking know what a typewriter is. You see, when I graduated high school, my parents got me a wonderful gift. It was a cassette player with a turntable on top. Now I understand those two things may be hard for some of y'all as well. I don't know if you know about the little cassette tapes you'd put in there. You could record on them. It was way cool. Cog knows this crap. You'd record all your favorite hits. You'd walk around with your Walkman, put your cassette in there. And then as time advanced, it got to CDs. You get a CD Walkman. You were the man of the neighborhood. But I was never able to afford that, so I had the little cassette one. I'd record some of my favorite songs. Then when you wanted to get rid of them, record something else, you could record over them. But you had to make sure that you didn't record half the song and then record over it or whatever. You had to make sure that you got to the very end, gave it a second or two before you started the next one, or they would run into each other. So anyway, back to my wonderful graduation gift. So, I bought me some records to play on the turntable. I got a bunch of cassettes to play in there. I think it's kind of funny now. It's amazing how far technology has gone. So, back in the day, in school, in summary, basically, didn't have computers really. We had to write everything or do it on a friggin' typewriter. We had to use cursive. I hope I'm not giving too many of you a brain cramp having to worry about all this manual labor stuff. But see, all the we had to do back then, we didn't know any better. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have changed it. I loved living in the 80s. The 80s was the decade, the king of pop. I love the new wave. I loved the big hair band. I loved the heavy metal bands. I even got into some DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And I also loved some 50s music. I love Buddy Holly. Me and my boy the Blurs yesterday were reminiscing about the Monkees. I love the Monkees. Daydream believer, oh what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen. That kind of thing. So, had my favorite band of all time, Depeche Mode. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. So, high school for your boy was pretty fresh. It was all good. Didn't know what crap I was going to do after. Started working a job. Didn't know if I was going on the mish or if I was going to college, but that came later. We will leave it at that. I thought y'all later. Have a good one.